I came across a Dave Ramsey clip recently where a 20-year-old calls in with $15,000 saved, no debt, and he actually goes on to ask Dave whether or not he should buy a mobile home for $50,000 that needs a little bit of work, or instead save up and buy a condo that's $185,000. And Dave's answer, of course, don't buy the mobile home. All mobile homes go down in value. Buy the condo instead. Now, here's the thing. I currently have a 19 and a 21-year-old son. And when I watched this clip, I kept thinking, well, if one of my boys called me with this exact question, what would dad tell him? Because my answer, it's a little bit different angle than Dave's answer. And I think it's worth talking about. So before further ado, let's get into what Dave says first, and then we'll come back and discuss it.
Kaylin is with us in Canada. Hi, Kaylin. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I have a question for you guys. I'm looking to move out. I have no debts. I've got about $15,000 in savings. And I was looking around on real estate websites, and I found a mobile home that's for $50,000. It's in kind of disarray, but I have experience in renovating, so I could renovate it. Or should I save up another year and buy a condo for $185,000?
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. In your experience, have you observed mobile homes value changes? And if you were to guess and say this $50,000 mobile home, if you put $10,000 in it, renovate it, you get $60,000 in it, what do you think it'll be worth in 10 years?
I've done too much research into that part of the home.
But what's your guess, Kaylin?
I mean, what's your gut feeling tell you that mobile home is going to do? Is it going to go up in value or down in value?
Probably not very much in value. Probably not going to go up in value very much.
Not going to go up at all.
But I'm probably going to go up. I'm just trying
to
get
go down in value
as quick as I can. Right?
It's going to go down in value. It's going to go down in value.
Okay.
It's a car you sleep in. Okay? And so for a piece of real estate, we don't buy real estate that we know has a known track record of going down in value. They simply don't go up in value. And so that's why we don't buy them. It's that simple. It's not because we're snobs. It's not because we don't like them. It's not because of the construction technique. It's not because of how nice they are. They just don't go up in value. They go down in value. You're going the wrong way. So, I mean, Chris?
I'd wait, Kaylin. I mean, my friend, like you said, wait, buy a condo. This is something that's going to actually appreciate. I think that's the better plan for you in the long haul, my friend.
All right, so let's pause right there and discuss this. Okay, look, I want to be really fair right here because Dave, he's not completely wrong. Is a mobile home as a primary residence going to appreciate or go up in value the way that like a traditional home or condo will? He's right, generally no. And again, I agree with Dave on that. If the caller, Kalen, if his goal is to purely build equity and wealth through appreciation, buying a mobile home to live in, probably not the best move. A condo at $185,000 in a growing market is likely to be worth more in 10 years than a, of course, $50,000 trailer. That's just the reality. And I want to be clear about something before I give you my take. I'm not here to bash Dave. Look, if you follow me at any time, my videos, my articles, I follow Dave's advice religiously for the first 8 years of when I opened up my dental practice. Paid off over $300,000 in student loan debt using his debt snowball. Built a very firm money foundation, and I'm really grateful for what he did to help me build this, okay? But it wasn't until about 10 years into my practice when I hurt my wrist snow skiing that I realized that my entire financial life depended on one thing: my ability to show up and work, to trade time for money. And then that was the point that I started thinking differently about money. And I realized that I had a retirement plan. I was building a retirement plan, but not a freedom plan. And that's when everything really started to change for me. So when I watched this clip, this kid calling in, I can see both sides. So here's actually where I'd go further. Now, this is what I think Dave missed. And it comes down to one question. Well, what's Kalen's actual goal? What's the goal? If his goal is to just purely build appreciating equity, Dave is right, buy the condo. And here's the thing, this kid, he's 20 years old. He's got $15,000 saved. That's big for a 20-year-old, okay? He has no debt. That's really big for a 20-year-old. He needs somewhere to live. A $185,000 condo requires what? A down payment. It requires a qualifying mortgage. It requires closing costs. And at 20 years old, with only $15,000 in savings, that path may not be yet available for him right now. I don't know. I didn't talk to him, okay? So I'm just talking out loud here. So here's what I'd actually tell my sons if they ask me in this situation. And this is coming from somebody who owns at this time, 14 mobile home parks. And I've seen this firsthand, what this asset class can do for people if you know what you're doing. So if your goal at 20 years old is to move out of your parents' house, get out on your own, live independently, and keep your costs as low as possible, while you're trying to figure out things out, trying to figure out your career, build up a little bit of money, some walking around money, mobile home, it may actually be a smart move for that individual. Okay. Not because it's going to go up and appreciate in value in the future, but because it gets you a house, a place to lay your head on, a pillow to lay your head on it every night, affordable. It's very affordable housing. It starts to build discipline. You've moved out of your house, you've done all these things. And if you're smart about it, and this is the kicker, this could potentially actually become their first rental property down the road. So here's how I think about it practically. Kalen has $15,000. If he's going to buy a mobile home, he needs to buy it with cash. No financing on the mobile home. Dave is absolutely right about that. So that means he needs to find a used mobile home. There's tons of used mobile homes. You can find them right now in your local area on Facebook Marketplace. He needs to look somewhere between, probably $7,000 to $10,000 range. And that'll leave him a little bit of money for repairs and moving costs if needed. Now, there's actually two ways to go about this. Option number one, he can actually find a used mobile home that's already sitting an existing established mobile home park. All right, it's already there. You can drive through the park. Hey, there it is right there. It's for sale. He can go just like a rental property. He can go look at it. He can go pay cash for it. Again, if he needs to do some repairs and then start living in it. Now he's out on his own. And now his only ongoing costs are going to be paying the mobile home park owner lot rent, okay, which in most markets run anywhere from $200 on the low side to like $500. That's an incredibly low way to start. It's a low cost of living for any 20-year-old who's just getting started. All right. Way lower than going out and renting an apartment, and way lower than a mortgage payment on a condo and paying costs and all that. Here's the part that Dave didn't mention. A few years down the road, when Kalen is actually ready to buy a home or a condo, he doesn't have to actually sell that mobile home if he doesn't want to. He can get into the rental property business. He can rent it out. There's a huge demand for people wanting to rent out mobile homes. It's an affordable place to live. So let's say he rents it out $1,000 a month and the lot rent $200 a month. He keeps the difference. He keeps the $800 a month in cash flow. That's really good cash flow. So every single month, okay, from an asset he paid cash for at the young age of 20 years old. Look, this isn't some sort of get rich quick scheme. This is just a first step into this person getting into real estate investing. And it starts to teach him what he needs to know: how to screen tenants, how to run background checks, how to manage tenants, how to set up a lease, manage a property, collect rent, that sort of thing. Think about those skills he's going to learn that will serve him for the rest of his life. Now, option number two, if he can actually find a mobile home on its own land that's sitting on its own land, meaning he actually owns the land underneath it, that changes the equation a little bit, because now he's not going out, he's not paying lot rent anymore. All right. So when he moves out and he rents it out, that cash flow gets even further. But more than likely, the best move would just be find a home, an existing part, live in it. When he's ready to move out, rent that out, charge the tenant whatever, and then pay the mobile home park owner lot rent. Now, before we keep going, did you know that over 90% of the people that are watching this videos just like this, are not subscribers? Are you? Do me a favor, if you're finding this information helpful, simply hit that subscribe button, and that way you'll never miss another video again. Only takes 2 seconds, really means a lot. And again, I really appreciate you being here. So now here's where I want to zoom out for a second, because there's actually a bigger lesson here that goes beyond whether Kalen should buy a mobile home or not. What Dave is teaching and what I spent the first 8 years of my dental career following is a great foundation. Get out of debt, build up your savings, make smart long-term decisions. All of that, solid advice, okay? And that foundation is what has allowed me to eventually get to the point to start investing in these mobile home parks, okay? But here's what I've learned after owning mobile home parks and building passive income outside of my dental practice. And that is this: the goal isn't just to buy things that go up in value, that appreciate, which I think a lot of times that's what people get into real estate about. The goal is to build assets alongside of your career. You got to be consistent with it. So you're investing in and you're building up your assets that generate income. Assets that you can actually look back and see over the years, these assets pay you whether you show up for work or not. And for a 20-year-old with 15 grand and a paid off mobile home that eventually becomes a rental property, that's not a bad step on that journey. You just don't hear about it a lot, do you? Again, this isn't the end goal for him. It's just a start. You have to what? Crawl before you walk. And taking action, getting started, that's everything. So the investors that I work with at our company, Perdido Capital, the ones who are actually generating real passive income from mobile home parks right now, they all had to start somewhere. They all had to make a first move. And the ones who are actually the furthest along, they're the ones that actually started the earliest. So if one of my kids came to me, Dad, I got 15 grand saved up, and they asked me this question, here's what I tell them. Go out, find if you can, a clean, used mobile home in a well-managed park. Of course, a safe park. Pay cash for it, live in it, keep your expenses low, build up your savings. And then, son, when you're ready to move out, then if you want to, you can rent it out. I will help you, but you can rent it out and learn the process and let it start paying you. That's not going backwards. That's building forward. If you want to learn more about, like we discussed today, mobile home parks, how they can generate real passive cash flow for you, not just as a place to live, but really as a serious investment, good news. Check out this video.